Hello, and welcome to the lore explanation of the hit Sega Genesis game, Alien Soldier. Alright, so for some background, the year is 2015. On the planet A-Earth, also known as Sierra, that's the setting of the game. Anyway, so there's a terrorist group named Scarlet that is made up of alien parasites. These parasites include Epsilon and Psi Tiger. It should be noted that despite the fact that Psi Tiger's name is spelled with the Greek letter, or rather it references the Greek letter Chi, it is pronounced Psi. Kind of weird, but that's how it is. Anyway, so Epsilon is the leader of Scarlet, but Psi Tiger wants to take over. So he knocks Epsilon into the space-time continuum. And in the space-time continuum, Epsilon is split into two beings. It is split into Epsilon 1, aka Evil Epsilon, and Epsilon 2, which is Good Epsilon. More on those later. Anyway, so Psi Tiger becomes the new leader of Scarlet, but he's not exactly popular among the ranks because he's like super violent and tries to like destroy Sierra. And people are like, we want Epsilon instead. Can someone bring Epsilon back from the space-time continuum? So, angry about this, he decides to reopen the space-time continuum and kill Epsilon once and for all. However, it backfires and Epsilon manages to escape. Both Epsilons. Anyway, they end up in the science lab, where experiments are being done on children for some reason. Among these children are Fo Misaki, 12 years old, and Kaide Nanase, like 15. I don't remember how old she is. But anyway, yeah, they're two lab rats in this lab. So Epsilon 2 hides inside of Fo Misaki, essentially making him into not yet, actually, no. So Psi Tiger shows up, and he senses Epsilon's presence, but he doesn't know where. So he takes Kaide hostage and says, if you don't show yourself, Epsilon, I'm gonna kill this girl. So that makes Epsilon pissed, and he transforms into Epsilon Eagle. And that causes Psi Tiger to go like, oh shit. So he kills Kaide, just straight up, and then runs away. So then Epsilon Eagle, who now has a strong sense of justice due to like being in the boy's body, who has a lot of justice. I should get Scarlet out of here. He swears to find Psi Tiger and kill him. So yeah. First he goes to an airport. And he kills various members of Scarlet there. And then... oh yeah, by the way, the airport is apparently in Los Angeles, if some unused text in the game files is to be believed. However, that's kind of speculative. Next he goes onto a moving train, and that is where he encounters Psi Tiger, who is in the body of this man. I forgot his name. He's born in Osaka. That's all I remember about him. But yeah, he transforms into Psi Tiger. They fight, and Epsilon wins, so Psi Tiger dies. After that, the train crashes and it lands in the sewers of South America. So Epsilon beats his way through various other enemies here. Meanwhile, Epsilon 1 has kind of been watching him, and he's possessed the body of this guy named Tenma Kuroki, or Kuroki Tenma, I can't remember which one comes first. But yeah. He's watching Epsilon, right? And eventually they fight on this cool space elevator. And Epsilon wins. And kills... Epsilon 2 wins and kills Epsilon 1. I'm sorry, that's a little confusing. But yeah, with that, I can't say any more because the rest is purely speculative. The game has no definitive plot written past stage 17, unfortunately. So I cannot provide any more details if I'm to go purely by the facts. Yeah. Sources include the opening text of the game, the manual, the Japanese manual specifically, which has like way more helpful lore information than the English one. It's kind of weird. Yeah. I could get into my speculative thoughts on the lore for a while, but I'm not going to do that here. Let me know if you would want to hear my speculations, though. Thanks for watching. And yeah, if you're wondering why I picked this image to represent Scarlet, it's because I don't fucking know, man. There's no like official art of Scarlet or anything. I had to search to the ends of the earth for art of some of these guys, okay? Kuroki Tenma. Why does he have a girlfriend? She never shows up in the game. She doesn't even have a name. She's not mentioned anywhere. What? There's so many questions. Oh, I forgot that in the video. There we go.